This is the turning point. The judge isn't just irritated. She's laying out the cost of interpreters and hinting at sanctions. Pretending to need one could be contempt, restitution, or worse. Would you risk extra fees and a furious judge for a tactical edge? Tell us in the comments below.
What's your name, sir?
I am an interpreter, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Gonzalez.
Okay.
He's talking to the attorney. He says he doesn't need me. He doesn't know why they told me that he only requested the one for the first appearance. I don't know if you want me to stay.
I want you to stay. I want you to bring that defendant in with his lawyer. Tell him the judge would like to talk to him.
Yeah, they are talking in the...
I'd like him to come in here and talk to me. Okay? Can you tell him to come in here? Or do you want me to tell my courthouse? Officer, do this for me. Stay right there. Go tell the lawyer and the defendant. What's his last name?
Delante Gonzalez.
Sloanthi Gonzalez. Bring them in here. And his lawyer. And the file. Lisa?
Yes,
Not a happy camper, right?
I know.
Just so you know,
I know.
these are talking to profit about.
The victim's here also, just so you know.
I want all the interpreter fees added up on that case. Do you understand me, Lisa?
Yes,
Good.
I'll check.
Thank you. Put them in the file, please. And I will have a little conversation with this gentleman. Can you come up here, Mr. Interpreter? Mr. Crawford, come on up with that file. David Istolart Gonzalez, 25W86565.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Crawford, representing the defendant, stands to my right.
Name.
David Istolart Gonzalez.
Your name.
Mauricio Fernandez, the court lawyer.
And you are a certified interpreter in Spanish, correct?
I am there.
Okay. And your name, Mr. Lucas.
My name is Carl Lucas.
What did you tell me when you came in the courtroom and I asked who you were?
Was an interpreter for this case, Your Honor. Mr. Gonzalez told me that he doesn't really need me. But yeah, the request was for the first appearance.
Did you tell him that? Yes?
Yes.
You told me you needed an interpreter.
Yes, I can. No.
The whole courthouse has been telling me that you were capable of carrying on conversation with them. I don't know why you're smiling. No. When it's your turn to talk, I'll tell you. The entire courthouse has been telling me for weeks that you're able to converse in English. You told me you needed an interpreter. If you want to play a game, I'll somehow figure out a way to give you permission to put a badminton court out back here.
This is the turning point. The judge isn't just irritated. She's laying out the cost of interpreters and hinting at sanctions. Pretending to need one could be contempt, restitution, or worse. Would you risk extra fees and a furious judge for a tactical edge? Tell us in the comments below.
Play out there. Go ahead. You don't bring interpreters in here because you want to be a wise guy. You don't come into a courthouse and act like you need an interpreter when you don't need an interpreter. Got it? You got it? How disrespectful. How incredibly misleading and disrespectful, Mr. Istolart. You know the good news about this? This upsets me. I'm not going to treat you worse. But you will pay for every nickel that the court's incurred and interpreted. You understand that? You want to play another game? Figure out how much his fee is going to be today. I'm going to release the interpreter, Lisa, please. I want that included as well. You guys take your time. Go back and see. Go over the report. Maybe there's some kind of an explanation that he's been taking English classes since the time he was arraigned back in July, and suddenly suddenly he's capable of speaking English. Maybe there's some kind of an explanation for all of this. I sure hope so. You've been a smug guy with me from the beginning, Mr. Gonzalez. You want to be smug? You can be smug. This is not the place to be smug. This is serious business. This is very serious business. Go out. You still look like you're smiling to me, and I just can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine.
Boom, there it is. The judge cites officers hearing him follow English commands easily. What looked like a language barrier now looks like a calculated stunt. Hypocrisy exposed in real time. Viewers, do you sense remorse or just defiance? This courtroom just turned into a stage for credibility on trial.
Somebody looking smugly at the judge with a smile on your face after the judge just discovered, after bringing in interpreter after interpreter, that suddenly you wise up and you admit that you can speak English. I watched him say, "Follow me," and you didn't even hesitate. My court officer here, half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago, were you in the courtroom? He said that, and it was abundantly clear, but it's been kind of clear before. But see, I find it so outrageous and outlandish that somebody would look a judge in the eye and tell them they need an interpreter if they don't need an interpreter. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you got a lot of money too, because these interpreter fees, they're not charging $22.12 an hour. Go talk to him, Mr. Crawford. Sir, you're released. Thank you very much. My sincere apology that somebody forced us to contact you and bring you in here when you had nothing to be here for. Go take your time. Here, give him this, please. I need to get off of this bench right now. Keep smiling, Mr. Istelar. Keep smiling. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Mr. Lucas, I'm just going to put you back in the waiting room until they recall that case, okay?
Thank you.
Your client pled to attempt MDOP back on August the 6th. The prosecutor dismissed the malicious destruction of property charge. I ordered a pre-sentence report. Have you had the opportunity to review the report with them, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletion? Mr. Lucas, your name?
My name is Carl Lucas.
All right, so I'm going to listen to what they have to say. They're urging me to adopt the recommendation. I'm going to go on to Mr. Istelar Gonzalez, and then I'm going to ask you if you have anything to say, okay?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
would you like to say anything?
You're speaking to me?
No, I'm asking Mr. Istelar Gonzalez.
No.
Thank you, sir.
Is there anything you would like to say, Mr. Lucas?
I did submit a letter to the court demonstrating the damages that were done to my vehicle, and I paid to have those corrected. I just want reimbursement.
How much were the interpreter fees, Lisa? And I want you to estimate how much we're going to pay that gentleman today. I think it was $160 an hour. I don't know.
They charge $160 an hour with a 2-hour minimum and an $80 travel fee.
So that's $400 on my math.
Yeah, he's been here 3 times, so I figured it to be $1,200.
15 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You change your address, your place of employment, your home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. You're to attend the anger management program with follow-up. You're to obtain and maintain employment, provide proof. I see that you are working, making $2,000 a week. You're not to have any contact with the victim, Carl Lucas. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with him in any way or have anybody else do any of those things for you on your behalf. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're to serve 4 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that for a total of $140. You're to pay fines $100, costs $100, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs are $325. You have probation fees of $300, bring the total to $625. You have attorney fees in this case of $100, bringing the total. Let me just do my math here again. $325, $625, $725. You have court work program fees of $140 for a total of $865. I want to make sure that I'm getting the fees right, Lisa. You're to pay restitution through the court to the victim, Mr. Lucas. You're to pay through the court in the amount of $1,265.50. That brings your total to $2,130.50. You're to pay interpreter fees of $1,200.
15 months probation, no contact with the victim, anger management, and more than $300 owed, including $200 interpreter fees. That's not just a slap on the wrist, it's a financial wake-up call. This judge is turning the defendant's game into a costly lesson about honesty and respect for the system.
Your total here amounts to $3,330.50. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 45 days. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. If you violate, you're going to get 45 days, or you can get 45 days. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have all of this to pay?
And I would mean in pay what?
I'm not going to be very patient with you. Okay? How much do you have today?
$100.
I'm sorry?
$100.
You make $2,000 and you're single every week and you don't have more than $100?
Absolutely, relatives outside.
I hope you've enjoyed this little experience. I cannot believe you did this. I know you're sitting there smirking again.
It's not going to be.
Pardon me?
It's not going to be.
Go ahead and appeal. And I hope the record's abundantly clear. Because you've had fun in the system, you have no respect for the system. Go ahead and appeal. Like I'm afraid. Give me a break. Go ahead and laugh all you want. You're going to pay $100 a week. And if you need more time, you're going to have to come in here and talk to me. Okay? Let's all have a good laugh. Let's all have a good laugh with Mr. Instalart Gonzalez. Beginning September 15th. $100 a week. Thinks he's funny, huh? You better show up for everything, Mr. Gonzalez. You don't, you go to jail. That'll be funny, huh? Have a great day.
Just to be clear, his first $100 payment is due today, correct?
Yes.
They're going to set check.
Yeah, we'll accept the check.
Or
Or credit card, whatever you want. You get points.
But your girl, look at it.
See what? What did he say, Mr. Crawford?
What say, Mr. Esquire?
Come on back here.
Come on back here.
You're not going to see me in court.
Oh, no.
No, you get to go in front of another judge and play with them for a while. How's that? Enjoy your journey through the criminal justice system. Mr. Lucas,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry that you had to listen to all of that. And just amazed that somebody. I don't know what's going on anymore, to be honest with you. But that was. I'm not surprised that his conduct elevated to the point that it did on the date of the offense. Let me just put it there. Have a great day, sir.
Yeah,
Good
thank
luck
you for
to
your
you.
time.
After all the smirks, the judge ends with 100 a week payments and a clear warning. Miss a date, go to jail. The victim even gets an apology for the spectacle. Another unforgettable day in court. Like, comment, and subscribe for more shocking courtroom stories and legal showdowns you won't believe.